Hey, it's Eric. We are at Riot Fest with Chris Carrabba of Dashboard Confessional. What's up?
Eric, I am psyched. This is my favorite festival in the world.
Riot Fest sucks. It's awesome.
It's the best.
It seriously is. And we're glad to have you back in Chicago. The last time you came in, you were talking with Lauren in the lounge.
Yeah.
We got to strip things down. Well,
I just caught up with her.
Yeah, it was great. And you were embarking upon a pretty cool project at the time, which came out recently. The ability to go back and kind of reimagine 3 of your albums. And Now Is Then Is Now has been out for a little while. How does that feel, putting that back out into the world now? How's that feel?
It gave me a great sense of I don't know, ownership over the original idea of for many of the songs, which got changed in the process of producing the records. And it's just, I guess, for lack of a better word, it's liberating. And the reward was in the process, but the fact that people actually like it is a nice surprise. It's a nice extra.
Well, it's great that you like it too, because it was one of those situations where you felt like you could do things the way that you wanted to again on those albums.
So I wasn't sort of like, I don't want to imply that I hated where the records went, and the records that came out the way they were are something I don't like, but they aren't exactly how I originally intended them. And it was just always hanging in the back of my head, like there's, at some point I'd love to just for myself, I didn't think I'd put it out necessarily, just tackle the songs again, and I stumbled on a little box that said Stuff. And in that box were the original lyrics for a lot of those songs, and that was the piece that was the big treasure trove that said, yeah, you got to do this.
I saw the word reimagining, and I think that's just the most appropriate way to look at it. It's not a redo; it's just a reimagining. It's just a different way of looking at them, and it's good stuff.
I guess I agree with that. I don't think that I've upended the songs and taken what people, hopefully haven't taken what people do like about the songs away. I've just infused what the original, I've re-infused them with the original inspiration.
Gotcha. You're based out of Nashville now. How did you end up wandering up that direction? What got you going there?
So, when you do this for a living, and you tour constantly with so many bands, and you go home and you don't know anybody.
Right.
So there was a big number of us out on the road that just said, like, wouldn't it be great if we all decided to live in the same town? So like Newfound Glory and Yellow Card and Bayside, to name just a few, we all just decided, let's move to Nashville. It seems like a centrally located place that seems fun and got a great art scene, a great food scene, a great music scene, and we were right. And now we have each other when we get home.
It's an amazing place to go visit. And I over the weekend I caught the cover song that Rustin Kelly did of Screaming Infidelities. I have to imagine that's how you met, was through that scene there, right? Or was it a different introduction?
Rustin came to one of my shows in Nashville, and I met him. I think I met him. That's the night I met him. And I immediately fell in love with this guy. He's just the most charming guy. He just like oozes creativity. He's cooler than anybody I know.
Right.
Like he's got that cool factor, just broiling inside him. And we be making music together on the side a little bit, and I make music with his sister Abigail on the side a little bit. But I didn't expect that they were gonna choose my song. I hoped that they would. When he started talking about doing the Dirt Emo record, I hoped he would choose a song of mine. The way he reimagined it is really special, and then the fact that he asked me to be on the song.
That's what I was, because obviously it's one conversation to go to somebody and say, hey, I'm kind of thinking about covering your song, and then it's a completely different one to be like, hey, would you do this with me?
Yeah. So then I was worried, like, what if I mess this thing up? Like I did my way already,
right?
And I have the satisfaction of having done right. I don't want to get in the way of his endeavor to try to make it his own,
right?
But he really pushed it so far and into his own lane that really was a unique experience. It's like you don't really get a chance to like stand back and appreciate one of your songs. It's really odd to do that. But in this case, I was able to do it because he had turned it into something.
It is.
So unique.
It is hauntingly beautiful. It is. It's a really amazing. Go watch it. Go look up the Rustin Kelly cover of that when you get a chance. So, Rolling Stone top 40 emo albums, the greatest of all time, and you have number 27 on that list.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to kind of go down and see who's all on that list at all, or
No. I was happy I made the list, but I haven't yet looked at the list. It was just all that stuff is. I can't believe I'm amongst some of these bands. It's just too weird.
what is it weird to you to think that some of your albums are now influencing some of the musicians that are out there? How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest with you. The more years that you've been in a band, you don't start out expecting other bands are going to find what you do inspiring enough to pick up a guitar and start their own project. You just want to make music.
Right.
So the fact but that is what happened for me. I saw certain bands and I was like, I've got to do this. So it feels, I'm honored.
Today, you'll be taking the stage here at Riot Fest, 20-year anniversary of Dashboard. What do you have in store for the rest of 20, and do you have any kind of inkling as to what's coming down the line for either you or Dashboard Confessional? What are some of the things you've been working on?
I got a lot of ideas.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff coming.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Well, I hope you have a great set tonight. Thanks for stopping by with 101 WKQX, and we'll see you next time around Chicago, man.
Thank you.